This is Umar for BoxNation in association with Global Next Trade. I'm joined by Gareth A Davies. Where are you, firstly?
I'm in Istanbul. I'm on the road.
That was quick.
Yeah, I wrote overnight. Did a big piece for the Telegraph. Went to the airport. Had a couple of hours kip on the flight, and I'm here in Istanbul. So but I'm still. I mean, I've still got all the elements of the night in me. It's very hard to forget what was an extraordinary night, whether you love Daniel Dubois or not. An amazing night to behold that brought so many things together. Capping it all was the brilliance of Oleksandr Usyk. Daniel Dubois trying his heart out. I'm not going to be hard on him. A lot of people are being hard on him in his team and his corner, and they got things wrong. And maybe even his promoter will be. I don't know. I don't know what Frank said about him at the press conference because I had to head off. But Usyk was extraordinary last night. He entered the all-time greats in my view. He's been a thorn in the side of British fighters. 8 fights now against the Brits, and he's just destroyed everyone. Really, not destroyed, but he's come through everyone in every possible way. Jake Paul there, Turkey Al Sheikh. Um, the fact that it was I even got to meet my one of my all-time heroes last night, Chrissy Hind of the Pretenders, the rock chick as she is. She's I think probably in her late 60s now. I mean, I suddenly saw her and I was doing that. No, no, and she's not very identifiable, but I wanted to meet her all my life, believe it or not. On a personal level, it was amazing to meet her. And she reads the Telegraph, and she's a boxing fan. She said, "Oh, are you Gareth?" Like, I was like emotional. It was a moment for me. It was so weird because I wanted to manifest interviewing her about her music for many years and doing an article for Rolling Stone, and but she doesn't want that. But she said, "Just do an interview with me about boxing or something." So hopefully that will come off. But there were so many things that were brilliant last night, and I enjoyed the whole week. Thought the build-up was great. It really showed you don't need trash talk for a big event. 90,000 people in there. Usyk's a star in the UK. They love him. No one felt shortchanged about the event last night because they knew they'd seen greatness. I don't know if you feel the same, but I think we saw greatness last night.
Yeah, I think I've seen that every time I've watched Oleksandr Usyk boxed. To be fair, um, you said what Frank said. Frank kind of said that look, Daniel needs to learn from this. He was a bit disappointed with the lack of head movement from Daniel in that fight. He also said that he didn't really get that jab going enough because when he did, the right hand would come through and. Obviously, Oleksandr Usyk wasn't hurt at any point last night, but he did touch Daniel. Sorry, he did touch Oleksandr Usyk a few times with that right hand. But I agree with you. You know, it's
Was
sort of
there a
like,
low blow in there somewhere as well? Was there a low blow in there somewhere last night?
was there?
There was a blow on the from Daniel on the right on. I saw a highlight because I've got monitors in front of me from where our talk broadcast position. I'm pretty sure there was a blow from Daniel to the midriff. Yeah, that looked like as not lower than the last punch, but that was to the midriff. The trouble is, Umar, that I thought Daniel gave his all last night.
Same. Yeah.
I didn't see a guy that didn't want to give his all, but I was sitting next to Dave Allen, who was working with me on the broadcast last night, and Dave has sparred with Oleksandr Usyk, and he said, "You're in there with him. He makes you miss. He clips you all the time. He demoralizes you. He makes you think you're shit, and it has this effect on you." And Dave's got a very good way of being self-effacing, and it came across, and he'd been talking. I talked to him a lot during the week, and it came across of what it does to you when Oleksandr Usyk is playing those games. The lateral movement, the three-step, the head movement, the magician's wand moving in front of you with his right hand, making different shapes, creating angles for his left hand in front of your eyes. And Daniel is not a lateral mover, not a lateral thinker either. Really, he's route one. I'm going to go in there and hurt you. I want to destroy. I want to attack. Um, and I think we saw that last night, and we saw them both trying to enact their game plans. And that's why I picked Usyk, because I think he's so hard to pull apart. And the thing is, you think about the 24 rounds he's had with Tyson Fury, you know, everybody knows, everybody should know how good Tyson Fury is, what freakish man he is, 6'9", long levers. And he had size, weight, reach, height advantage on Alexander Usyk, but he nullified it with his skill set. So that's what my pick was based upon. I don't think Parker beats him. I don't think Kabayel beats him. the only thing that's going to beat him is himself going on too long. Oleksandr Usyk going on till he's 40. Um, I really, I mean, I'd love to see him fight Fury again in some ways,
What you think?
because they're big,
So
big
you've just
crap,
dismissed
big.
you. Sorry, you've just dismissed Joseph Parker's chances.
No, I'm dismissed it. Well, I'm not dismissing it. I'm very low on battery here, by the way, and I have got nowhere to plug in at the moment in the airport. So I'm just going to go with it. All right,
Yeah,
five
okay.
percent. Um,
Well, if it ends, it ends. But yeah, Joseph
but
Parker.
I'm not completely dismissing him, but I think he wins against Parker. I think it's a good fight. I think he wins against Caballel. Maybe Caballel's got more of a chance because he's a body puncher. But if he can get close enough to Usyk got right into. Usyk was one step ahead of Dubois the whole time last night. He knew Dubois was going to advance and be aggressive, and he stepped into the space between them and he dominated it. He got pushed on the ropes once early on, and you could see him go, "Ooh, I don't want to be here." And Daniel landed a long right hand that Usyk just deflected and got around to the side. Do you remember? I think
Yeah,
second
yeah,
round,
yeah.
first or second round. Um, and I think it was just sorry, just people moving chairs around here. I'm trying to keep a group of about 60 people quiet. Um, urging them to be quiet. Be quiet. Um,
Gareth, because I'm
uh,
worried this might go. So let me just ask you
go
a
on.
very direct question. Some are saying that Daniel Dubois quit last night.
No, I don't think he quit. He was demoralised, broken down. What I was saying about Dave Allen, that how he describes it. Usyk breaks your heart, and that's what happened. He broke his heart last night. He dominated. Listen, he hit him very hard in that first round. Um, there's lots of ways of describing how people get beaten, and I think he was demoralised and heartbroken by the things that Usyk was doing to him. But I'm not going to call him a quitter because I don't believe he is a quitter. We've seen that in. I'm not going to. So I never called him a quitter the first time, but I'm not going to make the mistake of calling him a quitter. I don't believe he was, but it's the description by Dave Allen of what happens when you're up against Usyk that he makes you feel stupid, he frustrates you, breaks your heart, and all those things. I'm not calling him a quitter because he'll be back.
Yeah, he can become a two-time heavyweight world champion one day, Dubois.
Yeah, oh no question about it. It's all about the matchmaking. We are looking at a generational great and an all-time great that they're up against. I I've seen a lot of boxers. I thought Fury was going to dominate the era. We didn't know when he was 25 years old at the London Olympics, when he won the gold in the heavyweight division, that Oleksandr Usyk was going to go on and be a generational and all-time great. We didn't know that in this 20 plus fights, he was going to become the undisputed cruiserweight and undisputed heavyweight champion of the world and beat everyone in the generation. He's a thorn in the side of British boxers, and he loves it over here, and people love him, and it's become a second home for him.
Just one question I want to end on, please. So we mentioned obviously Parker, Caballel. There might be a Fury trilogy. I don't know. This is dependent on how long Alexander Usyk carries on, but there's one left because we've got a freakish talent, and obviously he needs to have some big fights himself, and he's got one with Dillian White coming up. But Moses Itauma, could he be the one?
Well, Turkey Al Sheikh put it out there yesterday on X, didn't he? Very in the kind of in the breathless moment after Usyk had won the fight with a dramatic fifth round finish, and I think I spoke to Turkey about it. Did I speak? Had I spoken to him? No, I hadn't spoken. I spoke to Oleksandr Usyk about it in the ring. He said, "No, maybe, but I just want to rest at the moment. I want to see my family. I want to relax. I want to retire for a while." He said. I don't think he meant retire. Um, I don't think retirement is that in that man's mind. But um, Turkey Al Sheikh has said that he wants to make that fight, and if he puts enough money on the table, everyone will say, "Oh, it's too early for Moses to do that." Um, but if Moses at 20 is being offered 50 million to fight um, Alexander Usyk, there's nothing to lose. I think Usyk beats him right now. I think he beats him right now. But come on, wouldn't we watch that if that was suddenly made? Um, Turkey Al Sheikh is all about shifting the paradigm as quickly as possible. Gaming, cartoons, emojis, uh, Twitch, Twitter, gaming, revolutionizing boxing. He's all about all of that stuff, and that's why he loves Moses. That's why Moses. He was really happy when Moses is fighting Dillian White on August the 16th
Yeah.
in Riyadh next month on August 16th. So yeah, that is a possibility. That is a possibility. But right now, I think Usyk um, would beat our mate Moses.
All right. Well, listen, G, I'll let you go. Have a good time
Yeah,
in
cheers, bud.
Istanbul.
Yeah, you too. Cheers,
Well, I'm not
cheers,
in
mate.
Istanbul, but
Great to see you as always.
did you not hear me? I said have a good time in Istanbul, and you went, you too.
So you're not in Istanbul. Okay, well, you have a good time wherever you are, always.
London. Cheers, Gareth. Good man. Bye.
Cheers, bud. Cheers, cheers, cheers.